I ain't seen the logo yet. All right.
Boom. And we are live. What's up, everybody? How are you doing tonight?
Good evening.
That's right. Episode 10 of the quarantine. Well, we were calling it the concert series, I guess, but got a lot of good stuff for you tonight. We labeled this episode as a night of surprises. Ain't that right, Kevin?
It is. And sorry, I was trying to monitor and make sure everything was going correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a night of surprises. We've got some good events that are happening tonight that we are excited to tell you guys about, and can't wait to do that, but we're not going to do it quite yet.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to tease the crap out of you and make you wait. We actually have two. Let me take these off.
We'll do one pretty early, and then the other one will be a little bit later. But yes,
that's right.
So
we've actually got two two big announcements that we want to talk about tonight. So, but the first thing that we always like to do to start the show off, is the grudge match, and I'm gonna let Kevin go ahead and introduce what we got going on for the grudge match tonight.
So let me pull it up real quick. So the grudge match, it's the easiest thing to explain. We played two videos.
We can mess it up.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
But we play two videos, and you get to choose video number one, video number two, on what you would like to, which one you like the best. Tonight's champion is Kingdom Collapse out of San Antonio, Texas. Their song Uprise. They are two-time champion. The third time, if they win tonight, they'll be put into the Hall of Fame. And you can look at all of our other Hall of Fame members by clicking on our YouTube page. Go to the playlist, and there's a Hall of Fame playlist right there for you to check out. So the challenger tonight is a band that we featured before, a band called Collision of Innocence, who on the Christian rock side of things have had some success. And I'm sure that they are very happy where they're at, and I'm sure that they would love to see some mainstream success also. So that'll be the first band you see tonight. That song is called Today We Rise, which is their latest. And then after that, you'll see Kingdom Collapse. We'll throw the poll up on the page for a little bit so you can vote for video number one or video number two. So, Jared, if you're ready.
And just to let them know before we jump into this, Kevin, we're gonna hit the first announcement after the grudge match is over with. Is that right?
We are.
And people are already lighting up the comments, man. They're already digging your T-shirt.
Yes.
Cheetos, is that what that is? Nice.
Chester Cheetah.
Nice, man.
Chester.
Nice. Let's jump into the first video and let's see what everybody thinks. Like I say, light those comments up, man. Here we go.
All right, it's the grudge match, and you're watching The Sound.
We gotta go.
Well, that was cool.
Yes. Illusion of Innocence. Today we
Really
ride.
cool. Yeah, I dig that one, man. You said we played them on the show before, is that right?
Yes.
It's their first time in the grudge match.
They were actually one of the first bands in the original startup of the grudge match, I believe. And they won. I think they won the first week and then lost the second week. But yeah, so good stuff from them, man. They're out of I want to say South Carolina. I might be wrong. I know it's the Carolinas. I get them confused.
One's north and one's south.
I know. Like North Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like Virginia,
All right.
West Virginia. Sure.
So that is. Let me turn this down. That was that's video number 1, man. So if you're keeping track, there's only 2. That's number 1. Seeing a lot of people lighting up in the comments saying very cool that they're digging the song. That's always good. So let's jump in, Kevin. Kingdom Collapse, the returning champion. A lot to say about this band. What, number 1 song played on Sirius Octane Radio?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago they were the most played song on Sirius Octane, and then they've hit top 40 Media Base, top 40 Billboard, and they're an unsigned band. They're out of San Antonio, Texas. Good stuff from them.
Another fun fact is they played the Sounds. What was that one? The Fall Ball or the Summer Throwdown? That was the Summer Throwdown.
The very first one, yeah. Summer Throwdown.
First show out of the state of Texas for those guys, which is their home state. So I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's just facts.
It's all good. It's all good. That's what we're here for.
That's right. That's right.
So the song is called Uprise. Check it out. It's video number 2. It's the grudge match, and you are watching the Sound.
Well, that's going to be tough. That's all I can say about that one.
I was just looking at the poll. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Is it there already some votes coming through?
There are some votes coming through, and right now Kingdom Collapse is in the lead, but we'll leave it up there for a few more minutes. But hey, while you guys are here, I see a lot of people lighting everything up, and please share, start a watch party, comment, let us know. Let us know you're here. Talk to us, and let's see what we can do here, especially right now. So if you guys could definitely hit that share button or watch party button, we would really super appreciate it.
Yeah, doesn't cost anything, and does the show a ton of good, and the bands, which is what the whole damn thing's about. So
no, absolutely.
All right, Kevin. So we've teased around with it. I think it's time to give the people a little bit of taste of the first announcement, and I'm gonna let you do the honors here. I got the little click here queued up, but I want you to give them the whole story. No, don't just say it. Like kind of.
So back in the day, I worked for 97.9 CPR Rocks.
No.
I did. Well, there wasn't much I didn't do at some point. I did middays. I did promotions. The homegrown show, all of that kind of stuff. And then, of course, everybody knows that, or most people know that kind of went a nosedive into a telephone pole.
Ooh, that's a good analogy.
That was 11 years ago. And then we started this a couple years ago, and Kenny Best, the operations manager for the station, and I chatted at a Walmart one day about possibly bringing the homegrown show back. And it went off and on for a while. And a couple weeks ago, Jared? Couple weeks? Yeah,
something like that. Ago, yeah, something like that.
I made a phone call to Kenny and said, "Hey, I got this idea." And we tossed around the idea, and lo and behold, the CPR Homegrown Show is coming back, and it is powered by the Sound Podcast.
Woo!
So we've teamed up with 97.9 CPR Rocks. We will be doing the Homegrown Show, and
I'm trying.
I actually don't even see the yeah. All I see is our StreamYard feed, but. Yeah, so we've teamed up with CPR. We're going to bring back the Homegrown Show. The first episode is going to be a week from tonight, 9 o'clock. Yeah, and I want to first say thank you to CPR for still having a little bit of faith in me to be able to do that.
That's the 22nd, August 22nd. Huh? That's August 22nd.
August 23rd.
3rd. Okay, I can't
23rd.
Read a calendar. Sweet.
But yeah, so it's exciting news for us. It's exciting news to be a part of CPR and bring back what I thought was one of the best shows on the radio, which was the Homegrown Show. And it's going to feature. So we're a little bit different here on the Sound. We feature all over the world. We've done Denmark, we've done New Zealand, we've done Australia, we've done South Africa.
Yep.
We focus a lot on the United States with a little bit of international flavor. Now, when it comes to the Homegrown Show, it's going to be regional. So we're going to go from Texas to Florida along that Gulf Coast region. But it's going to focus mainly in the Mississippi, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida area. But it will be regional. It's going to be every other week right now. Hopefully we can get weekly on it, but we'll see. But yeah, so that is where we're at, and
that's
I'm super excited about it.
That's going to be Sunday nights from what time to what time?
Sunday nights from 9 to 10.
Okay. Sunday nights from 9 to 10. Some of y'all might have already heard CPR talking about it on the radio. Isn't that right, Kevin? They've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, they have mentioned it a couple times. The promo officially starts, I believe, tomorrow for it. But if you don't know about the Homegrown Show, which some of the people listening or watching the Sound
may
have
not
never even heard of the Homegrown Show. Some major bands have come off of the Homegrown Show, or at least been played on the Homegrown Show before they signed their deals. One of them being Three Doors Down, another one being 12 Stones, another one being Saving Abel, another one being Atom Ship.
Dude, we've had all those people on here. I just realized that. That's pretty cool.
They all originally came from the Homegrown Show, and the Homegrown Show was not just me. The person the original host was Kevin Cruz. rest in peace. But he was the original host. Then it got passed on to Sammy Lee or Snack Bar, and then I took it over. And then we just kind of it went from a once a month to an every other week to every week, from 1 hour to 2 hours, from strictly Mississippi coast to a little bit of regional in the state of Mississippi. So yeah, that's where we sit at. So August 23rd, a week from tonight, 9 p.m. will be the debut of the new Homegrown show.
That's awesome, man. And it's going to be they can send in if they want to start getting their music in for the show. Kevin, they can start emailing it to us, right?
Right. It's thesound228@gmail.com. Some people have already kind of jumped the gun and hit me up when they started hearing CPR talk about it. So we've got some stuff in. But if you want to get your stuff in the Homegrown show or be considered for the Homegrown show, I mean, here's the deal. I posted about it earlier. We got to have good quality recording. It's got to be edited. If you don't have it edited, send it to us and ask us to edit it for you. I'll do it for a fee. But we'll take care of you. But yeah, thesound228@gmail.com. I'll get your stuff sent to us and we can review it and give you some feedback on it and see if we can get you on the Homegrown show.
Yeah. We've already got a few people that sent some stuff in. Some really cool stuff that we're going to be excited to be able to play. So it's just another avenue for us to be able to promote the music around here, man. And we're super excited.
Absolutely.
We're thankful. Like you said, we want to thank everybody over at CPR for bringing it back. Cause it was a local favorite for sure. And so we hope that we can
best Scott Fox. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully we can, bring it back, add some new life to it, maybe bring it into the digital age a little bit. Right. And it's another way to give y'all some exposure, man. So that was
somebody asked the question: is it going to be played on the sound as well? The answer to that right now is no. But you will be able to stream it if you're not inside the listening area of CPR. Will be able to stream it. You can stream the station at 979cprrocks.com. Just click on the play button there and you'll be able to stream. So you'll be able to hear it if you're not in the listening area of CPR as well.
And maybe, Kevin, I don't know, we can talk about it more off the air, but we could do something where we get that audio feed uploaded to the actual podcast feed later afterwards, right?
Right. No, right. I mean, that might be something might be able to pull that off too. So
yeah. And we love questions like that too, because sometimes y'all think of stuff that, from a perspective that we haven't thought about it from. And if it can make the experience better or give access to more people, we're all about that as well. So there's a lot.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of comments already, man. People are digging it. So that's cool. Start sending those emails in.
So the question, once again, is it local music only or regional as well? It'll be local focused, regional, all over. As far as regional, like I said, Texas, that Gulf Coast region, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. So we're going to try to cover as much as we can for that. I'm trying to read the comments as they're flowing through.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, we're about to have a band join us here in just a few minutes. Any Given Sin. They're going to be joining us here, but we want to get a couple videos in. One of them is going to be theirs. So we're going to play Any Given Sin's Dynamite in this next batch that we're doing. But the first video you're going to see actually debuted 2 days ago, I believe.
Yeah.
2 days ago on YouTube. Man, I'm going to tell you what. This band is working hard and busting their butts, shooting videos and getting out, and they've done some live shows. So they're working really hard. So I'd like to play this next one, and we're going to roll into Any Given Sin right after that.
I want to say something about what you just mentioned, Kevin. You're right. They have been. We haven't said who they are yet. You want to say who they are?
Envision.
Okay. They have been busting their tails, and like you said, making videos for their songs. It kind of brings up a good point. We mentioned the radio stuff coming back, right? That's an MP3 file. That's a music file. It gets played on the radio, and that's super important. But also today, with the digital age that we live in, you got to have something that's a video. Now, whether that's a full production video that I understand can cost a little bit of money, even though we have had people on this show that said they can do you a professional video for I think it was around $450, $500, right? Astro Clown. Look them up.
Right.
But if you don't want to go down that road, or you just don't have the money for that right now, do a lyric video. Those are not expensive at all to do. And it helps you get out there more, right? YouTube,
Absolutely.
Facebook, everybody's on their phones, everybody's watching stuff like that. So, think about that, guys, when y'all are, working on your band and figuring out what move you want to make next.
I mean, even a lot of people, and we talk about online playlists with Spotify and stuff like that. People have YouTube playlists. They just hit playlists and they just hit play on their playlist, and they can get on there. So shameless plug, we do have a playlist. It's a featured artist playlist. It's on our YouTube page too.
Yes, and we're all on Spotify too. We have a playlist there, so the Sound 228. But let's jump into the video. We're going to play back to back. Is that right, Kevin?
We are going to play back to back. So the first one you're going to see is Envision Showstopper. Second one you're going to see is Any Given Sin. It's going to be Dynamite, which was one of their more popular songs. And then after Dynamite, we will be back with Vic from Any Given Sin.
Yep.
So,
let us know in the comments what you think about these videos.
And here is Envision. It's called Showstopper, and you're watching the sound.
Showstopper, and I lost her. I was the king of her heart until I got her. Smooth words like the viper in the garden. I lay awake like a coward in the darkness. You're the one, made me feel safe. Those slithering eyes, you took my hand, just left me to die. The breath inside my lungs is getting harder to breathe, and now I'm drowning in my mind, but no one's hearing my praise. Taking my last breath. Left eye second best. I'm growing sick of pain. This love's my friend. I'll die instead of waiting for the moment when I feel alive again. So darkness be my friend. Let's better my claim matter. Every memory we made, let it shatter. Dark thoughts from the demons in my nightmares, gnashing on the ground, visions blocking out. Left eye second best. I'm growing sick of pain. This love's my friend. I'll die instead of waiting for the moment when I feel alive again. So darkness be my friend. She's a showstopper, and I lost her. I was the king of her heart until I got her. Smooth words like the viper in the garden. Laying wait like a coward in the dark. She's a showstopper. I was the king of her heart until I got her. Smooth words like the viper in the garden. Laying wait like a coward in the darkness. Left eye second
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
She's a showstopper. I was the king of my heart until I got her. Smooth like the viper in the dark. Lay awake like a coward in the darkness. Everything going wrong now. Nothing as it seemed was ever meant to be. And I had the world, I held it in my hand, turned it to the ground just to watch it land. If failure was an open book, and I'm the one that took a second look, I got the motivation, like on a situation. I'm like a rocket on the ground. Why don't you blow me up like dynamite? Hold me up to see the light. 'Cause I need a second chance. Outrun my circumstance. My head is spinning in the clouds. My feet are on the ground. I took my line and threw it in the sand. Lost my way to the promised land. Too busy shaking on the devil's hand to ever find another plan. Whoa. And I've been crossed up like an intersection. No destination, lost in misdirection. Everything goes and everyone knows. Wait up and wait up, still I want to survive. Blow me up like dynamite. Hold me up to see the light. 'Cause I need a second chance. Outrun my circumstance. My head is spinning in the clouds. My feet are on the ground. Why don't you blow me up like dynamite? Hold me up to see the light. 'Cause I need a second chance. Won't take a second glance. My head is spinning in the clouds. My feet are on the ground. Blow me up, blow me up. I wanna feel it again. Blow me up, blow me up. I wanna feel it again. Blow me up, blow me up. I wanna feel it again. Blow me up, blow me up. I wanna feel it again. Blow me up, blow me up. I wanna feel it again.
Whoa, pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes, good stuff.
I got a feeling that we may have the video come back on in a second. Hold on. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta love technology. But yeah, man, I'm digging that a lot.
Yes,
Did I see in the comments that hit 1 million views this week? Was that what they were talking about?
it hit 1 million views on YouTube.
And now it's was that 2018 or because I saw it in the title?
2018 is yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm looking at our sheet here, Kevin. We're just a slight bit behind, but that's okay as far as our time.
so do we have anybody backstage?
Yes, we do. We want to bring him in?
Yes.
Let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Here we go. So the band you just saw was Any Given Sin. And with us right now is the vocalist, Vic from Any Given Sin. Vic, how are you?
Doing good, Kevin. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Glad to get you on the show, man. Really digging the stuff that you guys are putting out. We're going to be playing your latest here in just a few minutes after we get done chatting with you. But for those of you that don't know Any Given Sin, Vic, give us a little background on give us the origin story of Any Given Sin.
Sure. So, it started. Me and the guitarist Mike Connor had known each other from playing some shows together with some other bands, and there came a time where they had parted ways with their singer, and then I was also parting ways with another group at that time, and they kind of got with me, and me and Mike started writing a little bit. We wrote Dynamite together, and then we just kind of went from there with the band, more or less.
So,
Long story short.
so Dynamite did really well for you guys. How did that all come about to getting all the airplay that you got out of Dynamite? Because I'm gonna tell you, I know it's a couple years old, but I dig the song, man. It's a really good tune.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Definitely. So, me and Mike wrote that song in about, I don't know, I want to say just a few hours. We were sitting on the couch, the lyrics took shape, maybe a couple days, but for the most part, we wrote that song in a few hours. We were like, wow, this is kind of cool. This is kind of special. At least we thought. And we worked with Trevor Kustiak for that song, producer. And then through him, he had some people that he knew that he let listen to the song. They really dug it. They sent it up to Octane, some other things like that, and it just kind of went from there.
You gotta love the snowball effect.
Absolutely.
once it gets started, you just gotta let it roll. Let it roll.
That's right.
So it's weird times for musicians right now. We're talking the COVID-19. So I'm sure you guys, and I say it. So last night I got a chance to interview Glass Helix. I said it in there, and I'm probably going to say it here. And I've said it over and over and over again. I can already see Jared going, Jesus, here we go again. Some of the best music that we're going to hear lately is going to be written out of this time because you guys have had nothing to do other than write.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So what has Any Given Sin done in this time of not being able to play live shows and not being able to get out in front of your fans other than through stuff like this and through YouTube and all of that? So what has Any Given Sin done over this period of time?
Absolutely. So we've been, I mean, as you said, writing, of course, but we recorded Insidious, our newest single, about the same time as our previous single, and then we decided to release it now, just due to everything that's going on. We ended up recording the video during the pandemic. So our guy Tom Flynn did a lot of stuff on his end in Nassau, New York, up in that area, and then we did kind of our parts with iPhones from our own homes or other places, and just kind of put it all together to make a video, and put out for content during the coronavirus. And of course, we're writing. We're trying to, just work with venues and places and see what's happening, what's going to happen, as far as doing live shows from now to the end of 2020, the end of 2020.
So go ahead, Jared.
No, I was gonna say, see, kids, you got to get creative, man. Whip out the iPhone and make some Corona content.
That's correct.
It's amazing even at that point to be able to see, like, you see these commercials and shot with an iPhone and all that. Do it.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Envision's first video, she said, was shot all with cameras. With phones. I think. I may be wrong, but I'm sure somebody will correct me in the
Yeah, I think there's enough people in the comment section to correct that real quick if it's not right.
So Vic, if somebody's wanting to get a hold of Any Given Sin, wanting to hear some stuff, wanting to chat with you guys and get a little more familiar, tell us how everybody can reach out and find Any Given Sin.
Absolutely. Definitely check us out on our Twitter, Any Given Sin Band, Instagram as well, Facebook, Any Given Sin. Definitely check out our YouTube, check out the videos. We're on Spotify, Amazon, all the major kind of playlists. And Kevin, I wanted to tell you, I'm happy to hear you going back to CPR because I was a CB in Gulfport.
No shit.
For many, many, many years. I've been to CPR Fest. I used to listen to you on the radio back in the day. This is the early 2000s and stuff. So, like, when I heard you going back, I was like, is he going to be Special K again? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, that's been the number one question. Like, even in the comments below, is it Special K again? It's like, he's always been Special K.
I'm not going to change. I spent a lot of time trying to make that name as popular as it was at one point, and so yeah, I'm definitely not getting rid of the Special K moniker. I can promise you that. That origin story is the best to be able to tell how I got that name to begin with. So
Nice.
Okay, so I was wrong on Envision, so I apologize, guys. It was shot by J. Nick Miller.
So Vic, what are you seeing from your end as far as like what 2020, the end of it's going to look like? I mean, is there going to be any places that y'all can play, or is it everything pushed back to 2021, which is what we've heard from a lot of people?
Right. So right now there's no touring, but we have a few shows lined up in like kind of the Maryland, Virginia area, locally, regionally, that we're waiting out, seeing how it goes. Right now they're booked. Again, if things digress or whatever happens with the restrictions and whatnot, we'll just play that out. But right now we're trying to do something. But yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah.
Every state has a different thing going on. You might have to quarantine for 2 weeks to go to one state or another. It's really tough for any band to try to have a tour schedule or something like that right now.
For sure. I tell you what, when we finally do get to where we can go back to concerts again, I think everybody's going to have a special appreciation for what it is to get into a room with a band that you like and just jam out to some songs that you're into. Because, I mean, what has it been? A year almost? 6-8 months?
Yeah,
Since March? It's crazy.
At least 6 months. Yeah, the floodgates are going to open. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait. I'm rolling through them. I can promise you that. So tell us a little bit about the new single, Insidious.
Again, Insidious was written not for this time, but the tagline is absolutely appropriate for the coronavirus kind of situation we're in. We did that with Tom Flynn during the coronavirus, did that video. We were in a point where we were about to go back to the studio, and then coronavirus hit, everything got messed up, so we decided this was still a strong song we wanted to put out as a single, and just kind of went with it and tried to make the best of it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you this before we roll into that and before we part ways. 2021, we will be promoting our shows again. We did two we did two in 2019. Haven't been able to do any in 2020. So you guys, Any Given Sin, anytime you guys want to come down and play on the Mississippi coast, we got you. So we'll send that invite out as soon as we're ready to start doing some shows again.
Definitely, please do. We'd love to.
All right, Vic, thank you so much.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time.
Can't wait to see you guys hit the road again. And you guys, this is their latest single. It's Any Given Sin. It's Insidious, and you are watching The Sound.
Running dry, never a word without a lie. Still you fail to surrender. Everything's gone now, everything's gone. Now the victim of playing one, still too blind to see the sun. And you fail to remember. Everything's gone now, everything's gone.
That was pretty kick ass.
That is some good stuff. I'm still in awe of he knew me.
Yeah. No ego with you, huh? Boy, what
No,
up?
I was
Yeah.
just like, holy shit. So
You
it's
were on
just-
the radio, dude. People
it's a
do
small
this.
world though.
Yeah,
You wouldn't expect for him to say, "Hey, I was a CB at Gulfport."
that's right. That is
I
true.
mean,
That is true. I was
so-
trying to call you during the break, but I guess you don't have your phone with you.
I do, but it doesn't show me I have a missed call.
Oh, maybe I
Oh,
called
yeah,
it.
it does.
I might have called
I
a
walked
different
away,
Kevin.
remember?
I might have called a different Kevin Harris then.
No, you called me.
Okay. The reason I was calling you was to see we're a little behind schedule here. Where do we wanted to do as far as to kind of catch up because we're gonna blow the timeline out of the water here.
So what we'll do to catch up? So we're about 7-8 minutes behind, which means we're going to cut a video towards the end of the show. So yeah, that last video we would normally play, we're not going to play.
Oh,
So-
I know what happened too. I'm looking at the wrong sheet, Kevin. Nice.
Yeah, we're about 7 minutes behind.
Okay.
Remember, I sent you two.
Yep. I printed the wrong
One
one.
I had us starting at 7, the other one I had us starting at the right time.
That's the one I got. I was like, damn, I know we talked a little bit, but I didn't think we got that far off.
Right.
All right, so that makes me feel better.
So now we're going to roll into. We wanted to play it the last episode, and we didn't get a chance to. Jason Adams.
Yeah.
He is the lead. Help me out here. I'm drawing blanks. Anyways, his song is called "Brother Amongst Giants," and it's some good stuff. I'm telling you. And then it's going to be followed by a band called Magnolia Project. It's called Just Regrets. Why don't you check it out? Another local flavor band that is from this area that I think you guys will dig. So we've got all of that coming up. And then, of course, don't forget we've got Glass Helix, another band out of Colorado that we're going to be chatting with here in just a few minutes that I had the pleasure of sitting down with last night. And can't do it all live, so we got to make it work somehow. So last night we recorded that interview, but we'll be able to play it here. And then let's see, we'll announce. I promise you, we will announce the winner of the grudge match before we get off the air.
You've said that on every show.
Every freaking episode, I've said that and always end up forgetting. But Joe is on watching the show tonight, so Joe will keep me in line. I promise you that, Joe Alfano. So
that's a tough job there.
Yeah. So we will do that, and so yeah. All right, kind of off track. So
That's
let's
okay.
roll into Jason Adams now. This one's called "Brother Amongst Giants."
Hey, quick, are we going to play all three of them, or you want to do
No.
one at a time?
We're gonna do two. Jason Adams, then Magnolia Project, then we'll come back and intro the whole Glass Helix thing. And so Jason Adams right now, this is Brother Amongst Giants, and you're watching The Sound.
Let's go back.
He's just helping out
I'm
a
an
friend.
award-winning
This would be a
hog.
good start to the video.
Yeah.
Trim back the threads that bound you close to me. Pull through your lips your one last chance to hold in. Hands wide open as it starts to fade. Lose your breath as I turn away. I can't stand singing my own stars. Lifted up, standing there waiting. The film drifting closer. I never thought that the first place would stop. You knew, but you never told me. I guess I'll never get this. It's time to put aside my pride. I appreciate these back to our lies I told when we were young. Listen, I guess I never would have been without you. I thought something good. Why do you so hard? Does time make me up? Your love is a balance as you dance into your toughest days. I know this sounds cliche, but I've taken so many chances. I guess this just won't stay. This was never the way I thought. I did what we have my time. Rather play this way. Nearly falling away. I can't stand singing my own scars. Lifted up. It's time to put aside my pride. I appreciate these back to our lies I told when we were young. Listen, I guess I never would have been without you. I thought something good. Why do you so hard? Does time make me up? Your love is a balance as you dance into your toughest days. It's wasted away like let's take it slow. We've taken our chances. We tried to make this right. It's never flying if you never promise. It's not taking if you never lie. It's time to put aside my pride. I appreciate these back to our lies I told when we were young. Listen, I guess I never would have been without you. I thought something good. Why do you so hard? Does time make me up? Your love is a balance as you dance into your toughest days.
Yeah. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Hey, where are they from?
I wish I could tell you.
Okay.
If you go onto their Facebook page, it doesn't really tell you. But I want to say I read something where they were from the Mississippi coast, but I may be wrong. Who knows?
Okay.
More than likely, I'm wrong.
Somebody in the comments, let us know if you got that info.
Yeah, Magnolia Project, help us out.
Yeah,
Here.
somebody's saying they're awesome.
That's what we have you guys for here.
You were trying to say
out.
before we went to the videos about Jason Adams. He's from Awoken Infinium.
Yes.
Yes. Killer song too, by the way, my man. Killer song. So yeah, so a lot of big announcements on the show. If you're just tuning in, you may notice the 97.9 CPR logo in the corner. We what? What?
Nothing. I'm just It's been a good show. I'm happy.
Okay, all right. It is the return of the Homegrown Show, powered by the Sound Podcast. So that's going to be Sunday nights from 9 to 10, right, Kevin?
9 to 10.
Starting next Sunday night.
Next
Tune
Sunday
in.
night.
Send us your MP3s to the sound228@gmail.com and get on the show, man. We're going to bring it back better than ever.
Yes.
We got
I'm
one more
excited.
announcement for you tonight, too. So
We do.
So be sure to stay tuned for that. The next thing we got coming up is a little video from the band Glass Helix. Is that right,
Yes.
Kevin?
So we got Glass Helix. We got the Waiting to Die video, which is kind of a quarantine type video. And then we'll have a recorded interview that we did with them last night. What a great bunch of guys, too. And then after that, we'll play their latest called Explode. So check it out. It's a batch of Glass Helix.
Yeah, it's a little triple pack right here, huh?
That's it.
All right.
It's a 3-play.
3-play.
It's
I
a
like it.
threesome.
Whoa. Easy.
And it's on the sound.
Just heard Glass Helix or watched Glass Helix, and the song was called Waiting to Die. And with us right now is Glass Helix. Guys, how are you?
Doing good.
Awesome.
So tell us a little bit about, I know it had to do with all about the quarantine and waiting and in the Waiting to Die video. So before we start talking about how the band has been affected by virus, COVID-19 and all of that, tell us a little bit about the video for Waiting to Die or the song itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I wrote it in light of what's happening, obviously. And in a way, it's kind of feeling like we're kind of waiting to die because we're not doing anything like show-wise, you know? And
Just
I kind of just try to kind of just pour my heart into that one. Just pulling all those feelings out, what we're going through right now with the COVID things, feels kind of helpless, you know? And we're kind of in a bad spot right now.
So I was going to ask that. That's part of the things that we've been asking the bands that we've been interviewing, because all bands have had, I mean, I've said it multiple times and people probably get tired of hearing me say this, but some of the best songs that will probably ever be written will come out of this time because bands haven't had a chance to go out and play live. They've been sitting at home. They've been writing music, getting ready to record music, or figuring out some way of recording new music. So how have you guys handled being locked down and not being able to play these shows? What have you guys been doing as a band through the COVID-19 thing?
Trying to stay away from my wife and kids.
I hear you.
We're working. Try to work.
Right? Yeah, a lot of people don't, I mean, we deal with, on the show The Sound, we deal with indie bands, signed bands. People are like, you guys, they don't just play music for a living. I mean, you guys have your outside jobs and your other things you got to do. So have you guys been doing a lot of writing at this time, or how's that been going?
Yeah, because that's all we can do, and the only way we can keep as a band of brothers going is writing, because that's when we're reacting with each other the most. You know, we're giving each other our feedback and our personal feelings on everything, and so we start pouring our heart and souls, where before we were just writing just to write and say, like, let's write the coolest riff we possibly can. Now it's like, dude, I really feel this riff. I feel it pumping through me. And then Thomas comes in and writes his lyrics to it. And he speaks the sound of the music to me. And I think he just represents with his lyrics everything we are going through during this time.
I got you. So tell me how Glass Helix came out. Let's start the origin story of Glass Helix, because you guys are from Colorado.
Yeah.
Of course, this is being watched down in the Gulf Coast region, so Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Texas. So there may be some people down here that haven't had a chance to meet Glass Helix. So let's start the origin story. Where'd you guys come from? How'd you guys, and all that kind of stuff?
Well, you know, I was traveling through the desert one day and I kicked a rock and there was Thomas. And I was like, do you need help out of this hole? And
a really big rock.
So I grabbed my shovel out of my truck and started digging, brought him up.
Harsh times.
Harsh times. Origin story of Glass Helix is, you know, I'm not a native of Colorado. These guys are.
No,
and
I'm from Germany.
So it's an honor to be accepted by some natives into joining a group. But basically, I had a bunch of riffs that when I moved out here, and I had no one to work with them. So I put an ad out and said, hey, I'm looking for a singer that wants to collaborate with me on music, because I can't sing for crap. If you heard me sing, you would die. So Thomas came over, and the first time I met him, instead of hanging out and getting coffee or something or getting a beer, I was like, come into my studio and sing your lyrics. No pressure. And that's how we met. And, you know, he came in and nailed it. And it was funny because when he messaged me, he tried to sing to the song that I wrote via telephone. And it sounded like crap. and he was just, you know, he just bugged me enough that I was like, dude, all right, come over. Let's try this. And when he came over, we recorded some vocals, and it sounded great. So we put it up online saying, hey, we're looking for a drummer. And that's how we found Matt, which is this guy here. So, yes, there's 2 Matts and 2 Toms in the band.
See, we skipped this step. Tom came first.
Well, sort of. Tom was a guy that we met online that he was kind of the legend. Like, everyone's like, oh, Tom's the greatest bass player. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hit
True
this
story.
guy up. I'm just going to hit him up. And I sent him, I'm like, this is some music I'm making. Would you be interested in jamming with us? And he didn't write back for a long time either. He thought we were jokes as well. So then we got Matt. Matt came in, and once Matt came in, Tom's like, "Oh, now you got a good drummer. Let's do this." And that's basically how Glass Helix got formed.
Awesome. So what's the plans for Glass Helix going maybe after COVID-19 and you guys are able to get out? What's the future for Glass Helix?
Strippers, booze.
Nice.
No drugs. We don't do drugs.
I'm moving to Colorado.
This guy's the opposite of us. He makes sure we stay in line. He's the one that doesn't drink or anything, so he'll probably be at church. We'll be at the bar next door waiting for him to get out of church.
I'll be the DD.
And then from that point, our music might go downhill because we're just hanging out now. We're not writing music from our hearts anymore. We're just hungover, and he's like, "Guys, I'm going to quit the band if you don't step it up."
Nice. Every band's got to have some though.
That's right.
No band would ever be straight if they didn't have at least that one person. So, it's not the hair band era anymore, and you can't live that way. At least the whole band can't live that way. So somebody's got to have a sense of self and a sense of business.
No, but truthfully, I mean, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We've got, we always have big plans. We have big high hopes for everything that we want to do. I've heard from one person, aim for the stars, land on the moon type of deal, and just keep pushing. And that's what our game plan is. We had some big tours that we were trying to line up and actually had some good things going on. And then COVID hit and it was just like, dead stop. Everything was done. Oh, yeah. And so we're hoping that when this all passes, normalizes, that we'll be able to get back on that. But just a lot of what ifs right now. So right now we're just concentrating on giving the social media platform as much attention as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, the social media platform is where it's at right now. It's going to work out really well as long as you stay strong with it. But we're actually getting to roll into getting to Explode. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, Explode, yeah. That was our first collab that we did with Fall From Silence. I think it worked out really good.
Fall From Silence is another great local band around here that it's funny how we met them was at a local internet show, and they popped in and they're like, dude, we've never heard of you guys. And we're like, we've never heard of you guys. And you guys sound awesome, and you guys sound awesome. So we stayed in contact after that, and we were like, you know what? It'd be cool to do.
We played a show together.
Yeah, we played a show. We played with them with Head PE not too long ago. And the singers, Thomas and Sean, they were talking about doing a collaboration. So when I had a new riff, I was like, dude, this sounds like that would be a perfect song to have a dueling vocalist thing. And so Sean came in and ripped it up. And so we were like so impressed with it, we decided to make a music video. And we invited the other guys from Fall From Silence and tried to make it look like a chess game between the two groups, battling it out.
When I watched the video, I was like, this is pretty unique. It's kind of like it started off with the two vocalists facing off, and it was a great video concept. So good job from you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So if anybody's wanting to get a hold of Glass Helix or check out Glass Helix, tell us how they can find you guys on the web and all of that.
Oh, we're on every social media platform that you could possibly think of. Facebook.com/Glass Helix, Instagram, searching Glass Helix. Spotify is a huge one, YouTube and Twitter. Just type in Glass Helix in the search bar and we'll guaranteed to pop up first.
That's the best thing about having a unique name. You'll pop up first.
Well, what's really funny about our name is there's a bong company called
Helix Glass.
Helix Glass. And when he first typed up Glass Helix, Helix Glass would pop up. And it's worked out because we get these girls on Instagram that are trying to promote Helix Glass, and they tag Glass Helix. So nice. We get all these like Instagram we get these huge ads, these huge girls that are like Instagram models. And they tag Glass Helix saying, "Oh, such a great rip." And we're like, "Thanks for listening to our music."
That's awesome. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us for just minutes that we had together, and hopefully we can get you guys down here for a show after COVID-19's all over with. So thank you for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
for
opportunity.
having us.
Yeah.
That was good, man. That was a good job on that interview too. I like that. Uh-oh, your mic's muted. Hold on, I didn't unmute you. Sorry. Try it
That's
again.
all right.
There we
That's
go.
I know you want to keep me quiet.
That's
every now
right.
and then. I understand.
If we don't, if it makes some gnarly background feedback stuff, we got to mute the mics.
But yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I feel like the songs have been pretty on point tonight. Feel like hopefully y'all are out there digging them right. Anybody got a new band they haven't heard of until tonight that they're digging that they may go and look up and follow on all the platforms? If you do, let us hear about it. During the songs, man, I posted in the soundboard group.
Dude, that was some good stuff.
What, the post?
The pictures.
Yeah. So if y'all are watching right now, and hopefully you are, go take a picture of what you're watching on, whether it's your television or what's your setup look like, and jump over into the soundboard group. It's our Facebook group, and drop a photo on the post that we made. I'd like to see that. Nathaniel posted on his personal Facebook page his TV in his living room with the YouTube page queued up, and that looked pretty cool. Kevin and I were talking about it. It's like, man, what is it? What does everybody watch this on? Is it mainly the phone? Is it the TV? You in your living room? Where you at? We'd love to know. So go drop us
I
a photo.
posted a picture of my setup at my house.
I did too. I put mine here. It's kind of calamity, but that's what we're working with.
So
So
you ready? You ready for announcement number 2?
announcement number 2. Where did the comments disappear? Or is nobody talking? I don't know. You never know if it's the.
Nobody's talking.
Okay, all right. So let's just go ahead and give it to him, Kevin. Let's give him the second announcement of the night, which I think is going to be a pretty cool one as well.
So we've been working pretty hard on this one as well, trying to get access to the building. And we finally got access to the building, and then we got access to the bands, and then
Because COVID sucks.
we can't have a crowd.
Right, because
So-
you mentioned it earlier. We haven't done a live show. We did 2 in 19. We've done none this year as far as in a venue with a crowd.
Right.
We all know why.
This one is going to be in a venue. It is going to be a live streaming concert. But we've teamed up with the Coast Observer. So Shelly and them over there, thank you so much. Low Tide Tattoo, the District on Howard Avenue, and of course Joey at Gulf Media Collective. And we're going to do another streaming concert, and it's going to be inside the Crest building, the old Crest Live.
Woohoo!
So it'll be happening September 10th, and we've got 2 great bands that are going to be a part of it. So Northern Lights Suplex and Flying Raccoon Suit will be there. And we've got the poster ready to go. Jared, if you want to share that screen real quick, I don't know, that's up to you.
Hold on, you caught me doing something else here. I'm trying to fix one of the other scenes that we have.
I got you. So we're going to be broadcasting that live September 10th. It's going to be a fun night. 2 great bands from the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And like I said, it's with Low Tide Tattoo, Gulf Media Collective, Coast Observer, the District on Howard Avenue, and of course, our new partners with 97.9 CPR Rocks. It's
Boom.
going to be a good time. So there's the poster. It'll be about 10 minutes. It'll be available on Facebook for everybody to share and send out and get it going, because it's going to be a fun time. I promise you that.
It is going to be a fun time. We've had Northern Lights Suplex on. I don't remember what episode that was, but it was.
Yeah, we had them on. We had Flying Raccoon Suit on. You can actually go and catch some of the acoustic stuff that Flying Raccoon Suit did when they were in the studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be a fun night of just enjoying some live music to get excited about that. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see live. But you'll be able to watch live.
Yeah, not in person, but you'll be able to watch. Kevin, did we mention the District? Did you say that?
I did. The
Okay.
District on Howard Avenue.
Yeah, they were
which-
gracious enough to work with us on that. I think it's going to be a fun time, and hopefully, the goal is that once life gets back to normal, maybe we'll be able to pull in some concerts like we were doing, man. Because we've always, from the time we started this show, we've wanted to incorporate live music events. It's just this stupid virus has screwed everything up.
Pepper, our good friend Pepper, brave suck. Suplex is hella sick, is what he says. So, and Nathaniel says get suplexed, and of course Justin Fresh, part of Northern Lights Suplex. Much excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time, man. Pepper, I owe you a hat. You need to shoot me a message. I need to get up with you. I owe you a hat. He did a cool.
Speaking of hats,
he did a cool intro song for the other podcast. I'm not going to name drop.
Brown Water Painter. Jesus, dude.
Nailed it.
So speaking of hats, well, there's that one. There's the bench warmer, which is my other one, and then you got that hat right there, which I actually had a buddy of mine from New York saw the picture that I had posted on my Facebook page when we announced that we were going with CPR. Said wants to know if he can get that hat. So
we might can make that happen.
We might be able to get some of these out, and if you're interested in one of those hats, let us know, and we can see if we can hook you up, and not hook you up. They got to be paid for.
Yeah, because they cost a lot of money. But we also need to put that picture out, Kevin, in the group of the embroidered hat idea that we worked up. I think that one's probably a little more fits the vibe of the sound than necessarily the one you got on. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Well, I'll post that picture too, and see what you. Well, actually, you know what? We'll do a poll. We got 2 different embroidered hats that we're looking at for the sound. One has the full, like, kind of the bench warmer one that Jared's wearing has the full thing across, and then the other one has the sound down here in the corner. So we'll post both those pictures. You tell us which ones you like the most, and we'll make it happen somehow.
Speaking of polls, what's the grudge match looking like?
You want to go ahead and announce the winner? I mean,
I was hoping you'd forget, to be honest.
No, I'm not going to forget.
All right, who is it?
I'm being reminded constantly.
Who is it?
The winner in going to the Hall of Fame is Kingdom Collapse.
Damn. All right. Hell yeah, guys.
They did get enough votes to win, but I'm going to tell you what, Collision of Innocence gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
So,
that was 2 really good songs, man. We've talked about doing it before, Kevin. We need to have a Hall of Fame night. Everybody that's made it into the Hall of Fame, just play those bands.
I'm all about it, man.
Yeah. We need to work on that.
But the cool thing about it is next episode we get 2 new ones.
That's right. That's right.
So, and speaking of new ones, I know we're getting close. We're about 3 minutes behind. Believe it or not, we're only 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, I thought we were way more behind because I printed out the wrong itinerary here.
So this band that we're getting ready to play, they are from Pensacola. It's called Pardon the Scars. And I think you're going to dig this song. It's called Caged Inside. Do you want to do 2 or do you want to just
let's do 2. We'll do Pardon the Scars. That's cool. You said they're from Pensacola. That's another market we want to hit pretty hard, you know.
Right.
After
that is a band, if I remember right, they're out of San Francisco. There was a band that you had found.
Yes, we played them on the show a few times. So,
right, and their new song is called No Space for Violence. So those are going to be the 2 videos that are rolling in. But like I said, Pardon the Scars, they're from Pensacola. Check them out. I love it. It's a good tune. It's called Caged Inside, and you're watching the sound.
solution. Position doesn't exist, and we will all take the risk if we suppress all and win. Conversations between you and I don't need to see eye to eye, but we can rap each other's shit more clearly. If we get this super bad and the best are on the mat, the best of us will win. I tell you what you get. I control you. I can control your thoughts. I tell you what you get. I control you. I control what you think. What you think.
That was pretty damn cool too.
That is some good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I dig that band. They've been putting out a lot of good music since I've stumbled upon them. I don't remember how, but I'm digging it. While the videos were
rabbit holes on YouTube.
that's exactly what it is. While the video was playing, I was looking at the post that's in the Soundboard Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, it's for the fans of the show. So go in and join in. It's a public group. Anybody can join. And I'm checking out the photos that people are posting. Adam, I love your photo, man. I love your room. It's way cooler than my room. He's got it all tricked out with all kind of cool posters and it's super metal. So way to go, brother. And thanks for the photo. If you got time, man, if y'all are watching, go jump in there and show us your setup. We'd love to see it. Somebody shared a picture of their TV with the Golden Girls on it. And
Yes.
great show. I mean, there's no other way around it. It's been a good show tonight, Kevin. You've done a terrible job looking at your phone while I was texting you during the breaks. You haven't checked shit, so I'm gonna dock you points on that.
Look, I tried to tag them from my phone too, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, okay,
So
all
I
right.
got to go back and tag all the bands.
I was gonna dock you 2
in the
points
video.
on your overall
Oh.
score for the night.
It happens.
Let's recap real quick. The Sound Podcast is powering the Homegrown Show. Special K is alive and kicking again. He's back. He's back on the airwaves. God help us all is all I can say there.
Right?
And
But yeah, so the first episode will be August 23rd, next Sunday, 9 p.m., 9 to 10 to start with, every other week. And the goal right now is every other week is the Homegrown Show. The opposite week will be the Sound. So we're going to try to bounce that way. So hopefully if everything works, September 6th will be our next episode. If it works out.
If
So
it
we're
works
gonna
out.
try it that way. So, but yeah, so you'll be able to, I guess all the info and all of that will be up on the CPR website probably sometime in the next couple of days at 979cprrocks.com. And like I said, if you're listening, you want to hear the Homegrown Show, you don't live in the market, you can definitely stream the show through the CPR website.
Yep.
So,
And the other announcement was the live streaming show is going to be September
10th,
correct with Northern Light Suplex and
Flying Raccoon Suit.
nailed it.
And the poster is now posted on Facebook, so you can share the hell out of it.
Thanks.
Share it everywhere.
Thanks to the Coast Observer. Thanks to the District on Howard. Y'all need to check them out.
Low Tide
And,
Tattoo.
Low Tide Tattoo and also 97.9. Yeah.
Gulf Media Collective, who will be running the sound for that.
Slightly
and then, of
confusing.
course, our new partners with 97.9 CPR Rocks.
Awesome, man. Can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Thanks for bringing us into your living room, your home, your cell phone, wherever it is that you're watching us at. And it's been fun. We'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good